children at Indian Residential School. Her sister has zero return, so like has this a priority. She wants true civil reconciliation. She wants to build an action plan that addresses all lengths for calls to the TRC. Create an action plan for missing and murdered Indigenous women. She wants to address systemic racism, but also she wants to revitalize and involve the AFN and make it a safe and welcoming space for women and LGBTQ plus people. And she wants to create a post-pandemic recovery plan for First Nations. And along with that, she wants to create an economic growth and prosperity table for First Nation. And I mean, with all of this really great stuff, I'm really excited to see how this all unfolds.
Yeah, what about the timing of this? Because we keep hearing that we're going to be heading to the polls for a federal election in early September or perhaps this fall. So what about the timing of this? Could this work to the AFN's favor, given that they have a new leader heading into a potential federal election campaign?
Right, I mean, I think it's a good step, and I think she will have 100 days before there's an actual election, so she has some time before that takes place. I think it's going to be a good step because now that she's in, she'll see who she'll be working with, and then she'll get strategic on how to go about achieving her goals.
What do you, I mean, you mentioned Mary Simon earlier this week as well. We had done a program to talk about that. Does this feel like a real turning point to you?
It's been a turning point for the past. I was just talking about this with my family and friends, how what a great time to be alive and Indigenous, because we're seeing this cultural shift in Canada where we get to voice our opinions. I myself know our history is becoming a reality for many Canadians. I mean, this is just an exciting time. It's just this huge cultural shift that's happening, and I'm really excited to see how this unfolds and see where this takes us in the next 20 years.
Amy, thanks for this. Stay well.
Thank you for having me.
It's Amy Shawanda, a PhD student in Indigenous Studies at Trent University, and Jay's here now with the latest in traffic.
The collision eastbound on the Trans-Canada as you head towards Stony Trail has traffic now backed up to Old Vanderpoort Road pretty solidly. That's blocking the left-hand lane, so you want to stay right as you make your way through that area. Also northbound on Deerfoot Trail, there are volume delays starting at Memorial Drive. That goes up to McKnight Boulevard. Southbound on Deerfoot, it's a little bit slow on the Caffrell Bridge, and then again it's slow between Glenmore Trail and south of Southland Drive volume, I suspect, on southbound Deerfoot Trail. And from Rogers going to Cochrane this afternoon, well, and in the coming afternoons, that road work has begun on Highway 1A, so there's a lane closure, so traffic is backed up all the way up to the top of the big hill. It's slightly better than it was earlier, so hopefully it doesn't take an hour to get through there. Outside, there is some sunshine. We're going to see lots of sunshine tomorrow as well, a high of 31 degrees, so there is a chance of showers in the afternoon. Sunday is sunny and a high of 27, and right now we are at 27 degrees.
Thanks, Jenny. Coming up in the next half hour of the home stretch, Eli Glasner reviews the new Marvel movie Black Widow, and Reed Southwick has the latest from the world of business. It's 4:30, and time now for the CBC Calgary News with Dave White.
This is CBC News. Good afternoon. Here is the latest from the CBC Calgary newsroom. The Calgary Stampede has officially kicked off following its parade earlier today. And as the CBC's Dave Gilson tells us, it's a big day for a lot of Stampede enthusiasts after last year's pandemic cancellation.
This year's parade had bands, horses, floats, and a lot of Stampede enthusiasm. It also came with some changes. The 60 parade entries wound through Stampede Park instead of city streets, and it was broadcast only, meaning no crowds lining the route. Parade Marshal Katari right-hand says she's happy to be a part of it.
It means a lot to me, you know? I get to represent Six Cigar and the parade.
Riding along with her was 2020 honorary parade marshal and Brazilian-born cowboy Felipe Massetti Lete, who returned to the city to participate.
So much gratitude to everyone who worked so hard to put on Canada's first event. These guys are trailblazing. This is a wonderful moment.
The parade is also the last for Naheed Nenshi as mayor, including a ride on one of his favorite horses.
I am so happy that I got one last chance to do one little round on Earl, and there were a lot of memories up there.
This year's parade included a salute to essential workers ranging from first responders to healthcare workers, grocery store staff, teachers, truck drivers, transit workers, and care facility staff. Dean Gilson, CBC News, Calgary.
The first Stampede breakfast of the 10-day event put a twist on tradition this morning. Pancakes and sausages were on the menu in front of the Northgate Village Mall in the Northeast, along with a chance to get a vaccine if needed. Just a few steps away was an AHS immunization clinic with walk-in availability for breakfast eaters. Volunteers with the Center for Newcomers, along with 19 to 0, a group combating vaccine hesitancy, were on hand to help encourage people to get the shot. Nathan Bensler is with 19 to 0.
My background actually is in health sciences, and I just finished a degree in nursing at the University of Calgary. And just seeing the impact that COVID has had on communities in Canada and across the world, understanding that the second dose is hugely important in protecting our communities against these variants.
The city's northeast quadrant has consistently had the highest active case numbers of COVID in Alberta and the lowest uptake when it comes to vaccinations. Alberta is reporting 52 new cases of COVID-19 today. Active cases are at 675. There are 126 people in hospitals, 35 in ICUs. No new deaths have been recorded today. Alberta's provincial government is vowing to add and replace more than 6,000 continuing beds. Continuing care beds, that is, but the plan is short on details right now. The CBC's Elise Von Shield reports.
The province is adding thousands of new continuing care beds and updating thousands more over the next 4 years. Health Minister Tyler Shandro is calling the initiative critically important.
Through this work, more Albertans will have access to high-quality continuing care now and in the years ahead.
$400 million in operating costs will be provided to publicly funded facilities to achieve the promised beds, including 340 new ones in 2021. But advocates and the opposition NDP say there are gaps in this announcement. Sandra Azokar is the executive director of Friends of Medicare.
So I don't know if this is going to be enough to ensure that the circumstances that